Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. How are you? I hope you are all fine. Today we will going to start new topic, that is reproduction, which is on page number 24. In the previous lecture we were discuss about the plant processes, in which we learn about the transpiration and transportation. Today we will going to learn about another plant process, that is reproduction. We know that all living beings reproduce, all living beings or all living things give birth to their own kind. And most of the plants, and you can say that if we talk about the plants, especially if we talk about the plants, most of the plants reproduce through seeds, which germinates and produce the plant. Through reproduction, all living beings continue to exist, to live on the earth. Plants reproduce through flowers. A fruit is formed out of the flower. The flower contains seeds. New plants grow through seeds. Different plants reproduce in different ways. Like some plants reproduce through seeds, for example apple, tomatoes, while some plants reproduce through spores, for example grass, mushrooms, fern, etc. That was the brief introduction about the reproduction. And if we talk about the definition of the reproduction, then we have the process in which living organisms give birth to an offspring which is similar to them. The process in which living organisms give birth to an offspring which is similar to them. And if we talk about the types of reproduction, there are two types of reproduction. First one is asexual reproduction and the other one is sexual reproduction. If we talk about asexual reproduction, the here meaning of A is absent. Take, it means that in asexual reproduction there is no gametes involved. It is the type of reproduction in which some parts of the plant that are capable of producing or growing into a new organism. And asexual reproduction occurs through many processes like spore formation, like vegetative propagation, like budding. And if we talk about sexual reproduction, it involves the gametes. So a new individuals born when gametes from both male or female parents' plants are fused. For example, China rose. Like animal reproduction, plants reproduce involve fertilization. And what is meant by fertilization? Fertilization is a process in which male gametes is formed with the female gametes and reproduce a zygote. Or we can say that male or female gametes fuse together to form a zygote. However, instead of plants being male or female, like animals, plant contains both male and female parts. It means that a plant has also male and female parts. In flowering plants, reproduction takes place in the flowers. As name indicate, flowering plants. There are two types of the plants, flowering plants and the other one is non-flowering plants. Flowering plants are those which grows flowers and they use seeds, for example apple, tomatoes, etc. And if we talk about the non-flowering plants, they they do not produce flowers, they produce spores, for example grass. But here we are talking about the flowering plants that the reproduction take place in the flowers. As we know that flower attracts all of us. There are the most beautiful parts of the plants. Flowers are the reproductive part of plants. And if we talk about the parts of the flowers, then flowers have several parts. The flower contains several important parts like stamen, like pistil, sepal, petals. We will discuss these parts one by one. Here we divided the parts of plants into two categories or into two parts, like male reproductive parts, reproductive parts and non-reproductive parts. First of all, we will discuss the non-reproductive parts. Here you can see the pedicel, that is pedicel, that is sepal, that is petal, and that is receptacle. These are all non-reproductive parts of the flower. If we talk about pedicel, it is also known as stalk and also known as stem. And its function is that it exposes the flower to the sun and wind. Number 2, it puts the flower in the position so that the aroma or fragrance of the flower and color attracts the pollinating insects more easily. And if we talk about the receptacle basically an area where a flower binds itself to the stalk. And if we talk about its function, it keeps the flower in an elevated position. And number 2, it holds all the floral parts together. Then we have sepal. The sepal protects the bud before it opens into flower. The main function of the sepal is provide the protection to a bud. Bud is a flower that not produced yet. It protects the bud. Once the flower is open, the job of the sepal is done. And if we talk about the petals The petals are usually large and colorful. Petals are usually large and colorful. And what is the function of petals? Their job is to attract the insects to the flower. With the help of petals, the insects are attracted towards the flower. These are the parts of these are the non-reproductive parts of the flower, in which pedicels, receptacles, sepal and petals are included.